All right, hi everybody. Welcome back to another Gloomhaven stream. This time we're going to stream the Switch version of the game that just released this last week and do some performance checks and things like that while we're doing it. Just see how it runs. There have been a few issues I've seen myself, which I put out the performance review that I talked about that. But also, I've had a couple people comment on some things that they've seen. So we're gonna play and we're gonna see how this goes. But we're going to start a new campaign. We're going to start with the Jaws of the Lion this time, since we were doing the base campaign before. So let me get that set up. We're going to go start from the fresh, start from the very beginning here. And you'll have to excuse me if you notice me looking up. My monitor for my Switch is above my PC monitor. So, let's see. I think I already used this one, but let's see. Let's just call it 89 fighters. That's what we're gonna go with, because I think I already used 89 mercs. So, all right. Difficulty. I always go with normal to start. Updated rules. That's fine. And I'll keep all this the same too. If you haven't played Gloomhaven before, all that stuff can be changed. Also, after you've gotten started, so it's not that big a deal. Yep. And we want to enable both DLCs. And let's go. Let me know too if the audio is okay. Since I'm using the on the Switch this time instead of the PC, the audio might be a little different from the game. The headset audio should still be okay, but let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. Let me know so I can fix it. I think it should be a little bit quiet now, the game in the background, but it gets louder sometimes. The music sometimes. Like, the menu music's quieter, the game music sometimes gets louder, so...
Welcome to the harsh lands of Gloomhaven, recruit. You think you have what it takes to become a mercenary out there?
I don't know which button just skipped it, but a button skips that. Alright. Yeah, it gives us all the... So, if you're looking at the Switch version, wondering how it works, control-wise, they actually do a pretty good job in the opening here, giving us all the different... controls and what they do. So like L, we can access our party panel over here, add a new mercenary, and we're going to do the Jaws of the Lion. So I'm going to pick Jaws of the Lion characters to get us started. So I'm probably going to go with 3. 3 is what I like to take when I'm playing single player. 2 sometimes is, well, first off, for performance wise, 2 is not really going to give us the best, which someone mentioned this and that was a good point. Just using 2 isn't going to give us the best performance test because there's less enemies. But using 3, first of all, there's better balance in your team for gameplay-wise. But also for testing performance, using 3 party members will... For the most part, we should have pretty close to the same amount of enemies on the board as you'd have with 4 characters. It's just you have less elite enemies. That's usually how that works. If you know how the board game works, there's usually still as many enemies with 3 players. There's just more elites. Not always. Sometimes there's still less, but... Red Guard. What are we going to call? We're just going to name him Red. We're going to be simple, because we want to get this rolling, right? We'll see how this works. But, the menu controls, they're not bad at all. For something being ported from PC to Switch, we're pretty good here. I haven't found too many issues. Let's see. Do we want... I think I'm going to go with... Take back the trees for his quest. Okay, and so that's 1 party member down. So like I said, I'm going to go with 3. So I'm going to go with Red Guard. He's my tank. And then we're going to go with Hatchet. Everybody loves the Hatchet. Hatchet is an excellent ranged, high damage dealer. And we are going to... Let's keep it simple, right? Any ideas? I'm just going to go with Hatch. Wait, no. Chopper. His name's Chopper. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Wrong button. Alright. So, and for his personal quest, let's see. Oh, look, they both unlock Lightning Bolt, so... Doesn't really matter. Let's go with Vermling. Vermlings. There's a lot of Vermlings in the... Jaws of the Lion, so he should get that pretty quick. I guess if I retire one of the Jaws of the Lion characters and I'm not all the way through the Jaws of the Lion, I'll swap in the last one that I'm not going to use. Okay, well, now it's telling me to go and look at the shop and do all that. It's giving me all the tutorial stuff. So if you're new to it, it does, you know, it gives you these little tidbits and tutorials when you first jump in, which is nice. There's that. Okay. But we're going to go back over here. Yeah, I know. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. One more mercenary. And I'm going to go with the Demolitionist. Just because Void Warden is can be really powerful, but can be difficult to use. So, for speed's sake, for now, I'm going to go with Demolitionist. Let's just go with Demi. All right, and then 120 gold to the oak, or yeah, that was not that's actually not that bad. Excuse me, it's not actually that bad to get that one. All right, so now we have our party. All right, so use your triggers ZL and ZR to you can move around the map. You know, ZL and ZR cycle through our different. So there's the city map, and then there's the merchant, and like I mentioned this, I think, in my performance review, but for the controls, it tells you, like, if you're not sure how to get to a part of the menu, it tells you at the bottom screen, like, it says right stick switch, so I can switch over. So it's really, they did a pretty good job of converting the system over to work on a controller. You know, it's still a controller versus mouse and keyboard, so it's still not as smooth or as intuitive, but it works. Okay, Red Guard. Red Guard needs... We'll start him with a heater shield. And probably a health potion. Let's see if I can remember my own advice. Just because this is all I can afford right now. I'll start with 30 gold, so health potion and the shield, that should be pretty good for tank for now. And then, so my left bumper just switches my mercenary. Easy peasy. One nice thing that is an update, and I think they did this on the PC version too when they released the console versions. Before, when you would buy an item, it wouldn't automatically equip it. You had to go over to your character and equip it manually. Now, when you buy an item, if that slot's free, it's automatically equipping it. So that's nice. That was a nice little update they threw in there. Let's see. Hatchet. Oh yeah. I want eagle eye goggles for him. Alright, and that's all he can afford right now. And then for Demi, she also, eagle eye goggles can be really good. But let's go with movement. Might want winged shoes actually. I don't think I have much jump with her. Can't remember. Or shield, just because she's gonna be taking some hits. But now let's go with it. I'm going with boots of striding. Yep, that's what we're gonna start with. So, and then a potion, stamina potion, because Demolitionist only has 9 cards in their hand. So, stamina potion helps us last a little longer. All right, there. Our party is set up. Now we're just gonna take a quick look at our cards. So, when you're over there in that menu, the right bumper will cycle through the cards, the items, perks. So that's not too hard to get used to. All right, now let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything I usually swap in here. Not usually Blade Dance, Precision Strike. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. The only thing maybe Warrior of the Sun, but I'm not sure what I would. Let's just stick with the basics right now. There, because there's nothing that's like super stands out to me that I normally change. Let's see here. Nope, I don't normally worry too much about changing anything there. And finally, Demolitionist. I think, no, I don't need level right now. Nope, I think we're good. we're good the way we are. We'll just use the basic cards for now. So let's get that started so we can see how it actually performs in a mission, because that's what everybody's here for, right? So if you need to go, so you can actually find missions, on the map, click on that way, or if you just click off somewhere else, it'll actually let you cycle through them on the menu over here on the side like you could on PC. So let's see, we got a city encounter. Let's do our city encounter. As you shop for war supplies in the sinking market, your hand instinctively goes for the purse at your waist. It's gone! You quickly scan the crowd and see a small vermin darting away from you, heading directly toward a sewer grating. Give chase! No one steals from you and gets away with it. Or take a clear shot at him with a bow before he disappears into the grating. I think both of these are like, meh. I lose reputation if I shoot him, I'm pretty sure. I don't want to lose reputation. We'll give chase. Yeah, we lost 5 gold, but you know what? Joke's on him, because I didn't have 5 gold to lose. Alright. So yeah, so now we can go down here. So that's how, I should point that out. I noticed that's something different. When you did before on the PC version, your city events showed up as an option along the bottom, where the map and the shop and stuff are. Now it shows up over here with your quests. Or at least it does on the console. So that's a little different. But Roadside Ambush, that is the Jaws of the Lion mission. And that is where we're going. I don't think I should have a road event, but it gave me one. Your party is wandering in the sinking market when you come across a commotion just inside one of the storefronts. A dead vermling lies on the ground, killed by a blow to the head. The Valor suspect says the Orchid did it. The Vermling suspect says the Valroth is telling the truth. The Onyx suspect says if the Valroth is lying, the Vermling is lying. The Orchid suspect says it wasn't the Vermling. A pair of guards are scratching their heads when a portal opens a short distance away and an Aether in an unusual hat steps through. He looks past you and says only one of them is telling the truth. Before you have a chance to inquire further, he's gone. I remember having this when we played the board game version. And I don't remember what the answer was. And I don't feel like sitting here and going through the whole riddle on stream for you guys. It'd take forever. Let's see. I don't know, but my pride wants me to do it. The Orchid did it. Then the Vermling says the Valroth is telling the truth. Okay, well, it's definitely not the Orchid because that's not an option, or is it? Oh, it is. Okay. The Onyx says the Valroth is lying, and the Vermling is lying. You know what? I don't care. I'm going with it. I don't remember. I think it was. Oh, that was wrong. Lost reputation, got cursed. Oh, I guess we got it right when I did it with the board game, but I had 3 other people that we were like talking through the whole thing the whole time.
A hell of a hangover. True. Also, you
Yeah. It's too late for riddles. It's too late for riddles. Alright, so we're gonna get in here. Alright. Battle goals. Collect 1 or more loot tokens while you are adjacent to 2 or more monsters. That's actually pretty. Yeah, he can probably do that. At least the way I like to play him. Nope. Allow no one to be exhausted. You could probably get away with that one. This first mission's pretty easy. And then become exhausted before other characters, which wouldn't work for Chopper's goal. Gain 13 or more experience. That's going to be hard at level 1, but we'll try it. Alright. Let's get in here. So, the very first thing I noticed, and you'll probably notice too if you've watched any of the PC streams, or played on PC yourself, is the lighting. Like, everything is still there. Everything looks the same except for it doesn't have that ambient lighting that we had on the PC, and it makes a huge difference. So, there. You can see, like, yeah, without the ambient lighting, I mean, it still looks good, and if you have never seen the PC version, you wouldn't notice the difference. It wouldn't bother you, but having played the PC, I can tell, like, the lighting is just different. It's not as vibrant. And then the backgrounds, like, the backgrounds, I can't say for sure, but I think everyone I've played so far, you've got just kind of like the gray, cloudy background. On the PC, that would be a different color. Like, for this one, it would be, I think, kind of a green because of being in the forest. So, that's something that's different on the Switch version, graphics-wise. But let's get started here, and let's see how this thing runs. So, Don't want to use Flame Shield right now. Maybe. Let's see. So we got this guy right here, and that guy right there. We can hit both of them if we're not gonna do Flame Shard right off the bat. Yeah, we're gonna go up there and hit both of them. So Swift Strength, and then yeah, the bottom of Healing Stance here to get disadvantage on us. That'll work. We will be activating the favorite first for sure, and then we can do a push. Actually, a push might work. Push might be nice. Let's move 3 and push. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then we'll take Demolitionist. And there is an obstacle right there, so we're going to use Knock Out the support. We'll get advantage from destroying that obstacle. And then Crushing Weight. This is an awesome combo right here. Knock out the support if you've got an obstacle that you can destroy and get that strengthened. Then Crushing Weight with something that's against the wall, which that one Vermling is right now. So that's perfect. And I think everybody's in the right positions except for Red Guard. Red Guard needs to be up here because he can move 3 and then he'll be able to attack both of them. Alright, here we go. Hey, they're not moving. They're attacking from range though. Alright, so you gotta cycle through the card options, which that's not too bad. That's not a big deal. To pick the basic attacks, you just move left or right with the stick, your joystick. So yeah, control wise, I think it's really good. I haven't had any issues with the controls. Sometimes I get stuck thinking like, what does what I want it to do? But like I said, usually you can just see it on the screen. It'll tell you. Now I do have options set to auto fast forward animations, which is definitely something I recommend any way you play the game. For whatever reason, the standard animations were really slow in Digital Gloomhaven, like really slow. They look awkwardly slow sometimes, so speeding them up definitely helps there. And another point is if you're playing with other people, make sure everyone has that set to fast, because if not, they have to wait on their platform for the animation to play out before it will end their turn and then go to the next turn. So if someone's not playing with animation sped up, it will take a lot longer to get through everyone's turns. Alright, so we're going to attack these two. I'm probably not going to worry about the pole because I want this guy where he is for the Demolitionist to hit him. I will pull this guy though. But let's hit them both first. Well, there's a null, so that's a great way to start. And then I'm going to pull him. Oh yeah, that's the only way I can pull him. That's why it's not giving me an option. I can either skip it or I can pull him there. Or not. Or not. Uh-oh. Do we find our first issue here? I skipped it. Interesting. Yeah, Mike. Okay, we found a problem already. I haven't. I'm trying to think if I've done any polls. Yeah, I think this might be the first time I tried polling something on the Switch version, and we're getting an issue because my cursor's gone. I can't select a spot. Interesting. Unless I'm not sure I'm not doing something wrong here. I don't think so. It says A to select, but it doesn't give me a cursor to select anything. I want to see if that happens again. That is weird. Well, I mean, it did just release, so we might have some bugs. That's a weird one, though. That's a weird one. I mean, feel like that's something that would be pretty easy to catch. Like, you know, if you're testing, well, I don't want to push that guy, so let's see. Let's just get... He'll probably be dead, so we'll be fine moving next to him. But I'm not gonna... I almost want to see if it'll let me push him, though. I hope I can cancel this after, but I want to test it now, since the pull didn't work. Okay, so there, I still have my... See? There, I have my cursor, so I can select where to push him to. I am going to skip this push, because I don't want to push him. Interesting. I'm going to do another pull attack next time with Red Guard, and we're going to see if that happens again. But that's disappointing if that's an issue that stays up, because yeah, that's just... I played... So before I did my performance review, you know, I wasn't going to play like the game again for like 20 or 30 hours. But what I did is I played the first 2 missions. I think I only used 2 party members. I played the first 2 missions of... actually, I played the first 3. I think I did end up doing 3 missions of the main campaign. So I did the Black Barrow, the first boss fight, and 1 more mission after that. So, you know, I was like... played that much because, like, performance, like, if it's gonna not perform well, it's gonna happen right away. Like, so I tested that, but I didn't think about bugs. I'm actually kind of surprised they have like a bug like that in it, because I mean the PC version's been out forever, but you know, I mean the architecture's a little different going to a Switch versus the way it's coded on a PC. So, you know, maybe in porting it over they made a mistake somewhere, and it's hopefully something they fix soon, but we'll see if it happens again. We're going to try something right now. We are testing this. So, let's see. There we go. Flaming Sickle's a pull attack. Let's try to go early with a move. And get a pull in early before I kill these guys. Let's see, yeah, stopping power. And then, where is... Okay, so he'll attack that one. If I use stopping power, I might be able to make this work. I'm trying to use retrieval so I can get my favorite back as soon as I use it. And then... So, anyway, while I was talking, yeah, that combo did work really well for Demolitionist, because it took... And he still gets advantage. He's strengthened on his turn. He gets it until the end of his next turn. So I'm still strengthened for this one too. But I don't know if I can get to... Well, since I gave him the boots, I can get to someone, because I think I have... Well, there's a move 3. 4 or 5, yeah. So I can... He'd be up there by himself, though. She should be taking some hits. Don't know. You know what? There we go. We can attack from range. Let's play it safe for this time. And then we'll use the bottom there. Okay. Here we go. Alright, let's see if that pull issue happens again. Yeah, we're just gonna move. We're gonna move here. Okay, skip the rest of the movement. Attack him. Okay. My cursor's here this time. So that was a weird one-off bug so far that's happened. Hopefully that's the only one. Hopefully that's the only one. Oh crap, I pulled him. Too busy thinking about that, I pulled him the wrong... I needed to pull him here for to hatch it. Oh well, it's fine. No biggie. Actually, I might just have Hatchet go after some... Well, he can't. He doesn't have enough range. So he'll have to go after him. That's fine. Alright. You know what, though? I do want to get... I can bless myself if I destroy this obstacle. I don't want to do that yet, though, because I don't want these guys... Let's just move up here. I got range 4. That's good. The ability to nothing to hit. Alright. We'll get him. Only 2. Okay, now the favorite. So this Hatchet's awesome. He's just awesome, honestly. Because I'm going to mess this up a little bit. I needed him to be pulled here so I could attack from where I was, and then from where I was, then move 1 and loot 1. So now I'm going to have to move first. I won't be able to loot it this turn, but that's fine. Because the only thing about using your axe, you have to always go pick it up. It stays active the entire game, but you have to go back and pick it up. So like right here, we're going to use it. I don't think I'm going to use the advantage just because... Oh yeah, R and L to select what items. And once you have it selected, you just hit B. Okay, I had to select off of it for some reason there. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's attack 6 because I had the favorite. Got him. Normally I use advantage when I use the favorite, but since I already was... The only way I would have missed was with a null there, with a miss card, so we'll save the advantage for later. Alright. Now one issue that comes up, which I haven't seen it yet, but sometimes your characters, or enemy characters, when they're doing range attacks, they'll take a while to think. It took a little longer. They'll take a little while to think about what they're going to do. The AI will. And especially if there's like multi-target attacks, it really takes a minute for it to think. Now that's something that happened in the PC version too. Granted, if you had a faster PC, you didn't notice it as much, but you do notice it more on the Switch because the Switch processor is just slower. And that's just because there's if you ever played the board game, you know that the rules, the movement rules and the focus rules for enemies are very specific, and there's like the different things you have to look for and consider on what the shortest path is, or the shortest path where they can still attack, and yada yada yada. But anyway, the AI has to cycle through all those iterations, and I've done a very slight bit of programming in my time, messing around with programming little games and stuff, and I'm assuming they used something like an if-then loop, and it can take a while for a program to iterate through that. So if that's how they did it, that's probably why it takes so long. I don't know if there's a way to optimize that better. There probably is, but I think it's kind of the nature of the rules of Gloomhaven that makes it take as long as it does. Alright, let's see. We got this guy right here. We're hurt a little bit. So let's heal ourselves. Let's see. Let's do... Yeah, let's do this. I got light to use, so I can be attack 4. And then we'll heal ourselves, and I'll be able to go early enough. Get that heal off. Now, that guy's sitting where my axe is, though. Dang it. So I can't go pick it up this turn. Unless I'll go later. Maybe someone will finish him off. So let's second wind. No, we gotta go later. Ah, okay. Disorienting barrage, power pitch. There we go. And then follow through. All right, and then for our demolitionist. This is only a 2-room map, so I can afford to burn a little earlier. So let's do that. Let's go with explode, and then we just need enough movement, which implode will get us there. So we're gonna run up here, take this, and we'll stun these 2 guys. That'll work. Plus I think they suffer 2 damage too. We're going to attack. We're going to consume the light to make this +1 attack and push. Hopefully we take him out, so... Yes. Because of the +1, we still took him out. Nice. So now Hatchet can go up and get my get the favorite back. And since I used follow through, I think I can still hit someone from there. We'll see. I don't remember if follow through range. Did not use follow through. I meant to pick follow through, and I accidentally picked second wind instead. Ugh. You don't want to do that. Okay. Well, screw it then. Like I said, it's a 2-room map. It's not that big a deal. We're going to move here. We're going to pick up the favorite. Well, we can't pick it up because it can't pick it up at the end of the turn. Well, okay. Well, whatever. Ah! We're going to use Power Pitch anyway, but we're going to go ahead and use our advantage. And we're going to use it on... I'm about to stun that guy, but he's got the highest health, so we're using it on him. Okay, so weird little thing to note there. When I select the item with the Z, R, ZL, and select it, I have to hit Z or R or ZL again and then B for some reason for it to go back so I can click. That's a little fidgety. So there's might be a small issue with the controls. It's not like a major, but hey, ×2, nice. Didn't need the favorite anyway. But yeah, it's not a major issue with the controls, I don't think, but it's there. It's weird. It's just weird. It's not like a huge issue because it's not a problem to fix it. To get past it, it doesn't really slow you down. It's just weird. Now we killed him though. Let's just move and attack normally instead of having Demolitionist burn a card here. So we'll move here. Skip the rest of our move, and we'll attack for 3 on this guy. Alright. So, performance-wise, though, I haven't seen anything yet. Now, granted, this is, not as many enemies going on yet. And I'll keep playing. We'll get to those higher levels. There's more enemies, more stuff going on. The next room's pretty... If I remember right, I think this next room's kind of full, though. So we'll see how that goes. They disarmed me. That's not good. Alright. I'm still saving Flame Shroud at this point. I'm going to use it for the next room. So we use Blinding Sickle. Oops. What did I just do there? Blinding Sickle, and that's for... You know what? We'll use the bottom of Flame Shroud then. Yeah. There we go. And then now I have my favorite back. So now let's go ahead and use Follow Through, which really should be used after the favorite's on an enemy, but hey. Actually, I'm going to use Disorienting Barrage so I can hit all of them. I think I just need to move over 1 space because they're range 3. Yes. And maybe if I go later, that guy will move up to me. I'll be able to use this attack on the bottom too. If I go after them, I mean. If they go before me, they beat me. Alright, you know, this is perfect time then to use Wind Up, since I can't attack anyway. You know, I can't attack, but I can still stun. That's not an attack. I think it'll still let me do it. Let's find out. Attack 2, range 4, creating a trap. Alright. And they are going before Hatchet. Which means... Huh. Okay. But Hatchet will have to take that hit first. Well, wait a minute. They were attacking range, weren't they? Ah, it doesn't matter then. Okay, never mind. We'll move Red Guard up. Because he can shield. So there it didn't do it. There it just... That's weird. It's only doing that with the advantage goggles for some reason, where you have to hit like the ZL or ZR again. Okay, well now I attack with disadvantage, so I should have attacked... Well, I couldn't attack first, I wasn't close enough. That's fine. It's fine. Would have missed him anyway. Because the first one that pulls up is the one that was next in your deck. And so the null came up first. That would have been a miss either way, even without the disadvantage. I'm going to go ahead and use this potion on him too. Let's get ourselves healed back up. So yeah, performance-wise, I haven't seen anything yet, but you know, someone did comment that with 4 people playing and a ton of enemies on the map, that there was a lot of. The one thing they pointed out was how slow it took enemies to decide what they were going to do, and like I said, that's something that I've noticed in the PC too, and especially certain enemies for some reason take so much longer, and I don't know why. Like the spitting drakes, the like flying dragon enemies, they will take forever to decide what they're going to do. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that, but they do, and it did that on PC as well. All right, let's see. We'll skip this attack. We'll move so we can hit everybody. They just literally trap themselves in there where they put those traps. Okay. Best chance of killing this guy, so we're going to use the favorite on him. And then that guy, hit that guy. Alright. Didn't quite get him. Got him close though. That was actually pretty good though for. They were all pluses, so that's pretty good for Disorient and Barrage. For an attack 1. Alright, I'm still disarmed, so. Yes, you can stun while disarmed, that's what I thought. You can still stun. And we'll just power up our next 2 attacks. Which wind up is not something I had been using in the past, but it's really, really good. I don't know why I wasn't using it before. I think just because it takes a turn. You have to use a turn to get it ready, but then you can attack with, I mean, it's pretty good. Adding +2 to your next 2 attacks is good. Alright, let's see. Yeah, twirling stabs. Because it's always got left anyway. There's follow through and double throw, and nope, he's gonna have to take a long rest. Or she is. She's gonna take a long rest. Alright. Let's see what we got. Okay. We'll get rid of this guy, hopefully. Hopefully. Nope, not quite. Not quite. So we're not going to be able to move yet. Hatchet. Hey, the one dude does have the favor on him, so perfect time to use follow-up. Even though it's overkill. Attack 4, he only has 1 health. There we go. Could have doubled the value of that attack too. Now I can't quite get there. I'm just going to move 1 closer, I guess. Got to get my hatchet back. My favorite back. It's in a bad spot, though. I didn't follow my own advice there. It's a little bit off the beaten path, and it's behind a bunch of traps. But this isn't a endurance slogfest on this first mission of Jaws of the Lion. It's... If you play the board game version of Jaws of the Lion, I mean, the first 5 scenarios are tutorials, essentially, that teach you to play the game. So, for anyone interested in playing Gloomhaven in the board game version or anything, I highly recommend start with Jaws of the Lion, because it gives you an actual tutorial, slowly introduces you to the rules, and doesn't overwhelm you. Alright, let's see. Let's get rid of Implode. I don't use it that much usually. And let's continue. Okay, so we're gonna do a long rest here. Do I need to do a long? Yeah, he's wounded. He's hurt. I need my shield back. And same thing here. He's hurt. So long rest. Okay. Now, I can strengthen myself and knock out the support again. And crushing weight. So this is going to be overkill, but it's going to get that guy. No problem. So I'm not going to move because I'm going to leave that spot open so I can get Hatchet his favorite back. Which this will help too because there's traps being there. So there's a little performance issue. You'll notice that it took it a second for like. I didn't catch it if it played the animation of it destroying or not. Did it? I actually didn't see that part, but I saw after it was supposed to be gone, it was still sitting there for a second, the obstacle, and then it disappeared. I have seen that happen before when playing, so that's a little nitpicky thing about performance, but it's there. Yeah, we took that guy out, no problem. So, and you'll notice the gameplay it's a little slower playing on the Switch just because of using a controller versus your mouse and keyboard. Just going around and clicking everything's a little faster than using the mouse or using the controller, but it's not bad. As long as we don't hit any major performance issues or major problems, playing Gloomhaven on the Switch and being able to take it with you is really nice. It's really convenient. Normally, like if you're trying to play the board game version, it's like a what 20-pound, 30-pound box, and hauling that around everywhere to play. And then spending a half hour or more to set it up and a half hour more to tear it down. You can put it on your little tiny Switch that weighs like what 2 pounds, and boot it up and play. Right away. Play a scenario in 40 minutes and be done instead of it taking 3 hours. So you still have that convenience factor advantage in there. But man, which one do I want? I guess we'll get rid of close cuts. But I will say this, and I've been thinking about this, and I've been saying this, but if you want the portability of being able to carry Gloomhaven around with you, then yes, get it on the Switch. It works for that. But if you're going to mostly be playing it like in docked mode or at home, and you have an Xbox or a PlayStation or a PC, get it on that. It's going to look better. It's going to play better on those stronger, more powerful systems. Now, I don't know how it plays on an Xbox or PlayStation. I don't have those versions, but I'm assuming, because I know they're more powerful than the Switch, that they probably run closer to the way the PC version does. This PC version just looks better. It does run a little better and smoother. It still has its little idiosyncrasy. I can't talk tonight. It still has its quirks, but all right. What's left? This dude is left, and he is in my way. Well, we're gonna go ahead and activate Flame Shroud this time, and then hey, there we go. Twirling Stabs bottom. I can attack him for 2. Hopefully, get rid of him. And then for Hatchet, let's see. He needs to pick up his. Okay, here we go. Retrieval, move 1, loot 1, and then I don't really want to use anything else, but I have to. Disorienting Barrage, I guess. Alright, and then we're gonna get him to the door and use Explosive Blitz. This is the only way. If you're using Demolitionist, the only way to go in a room is with the Demolitionist first and with Explosive Blitz. But he's not gonna get there this turn. So let's use Explode, move 4. And then if we do still have to take this guy out, we can do Piston Punch. Alright. Hopefully, Redguard will get him here. With this bottom attack too. So, back to the performance thing though. I've heard people said they've come across some things, and a lot of us what I've noticed is it's when you're playing online. I've heard people having some issues, which I'm not playing online right now. Single player, I think it does run better in single player. One issue that someone else brought up on a comment on my performance video, and then also that I've noticed myself, which I just thought it was like a weird fluke one time because I was playing with my wife and we were both using the Switch. She went outside, so the Wi-Fi signal got a little weaker, and a weird glitch happened. And I thought it was just because, oh well, we lost signal, and for some reason because the signal cut out, it. Hold on, I forgot what I'm doing. In Redguard's turn. Anyway, the signal, like maybe cut out a little bit, and my side, which I was the host, my side froze up on me. Like she'd killed one wolf, and then on my screen it looked like she never targeted the second one, but on her screen she did, and she'd actually killed it. But then on my game, both wolves came up and attacked. And when the one that was dead, I think that's when it happened, when the one that was supposed to be dead on her, dead on her Switch, attacked, it froze up. And, oh nice, we got a fire, we can move farther. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So anyway, that was a weird glitch. And I don't know if she used the favorite when she did that attack or not. But someone else mentioned that when they were playing online and someone used the favorite, it didn't show the favorite being used on the other players' screens, and then it locked up and they had to it kicked them out, or they had to restart or whatever. And I thought that's interesting because I did notice one time when my wife, because she was using Hatchet, she attacked something with the favorite, and on my screen it didn't show that she'd used the favorite. So there might be some kind of bug with the way the favorite works in the console version right now, or at least the Switch version. But not when you're playing in single player. It worked fine. We haven't seen that issue in single player, because right now it shows it being right here like it's supposed to. But when you play online, it may not. So we might be able to test that after we get done playing through this scenario. I could test it if people are interested in seeing that, seeing if it still happens. Because what I can do is I can boot up my PC version. I can invite myself to my own game, to the Switch game that we're playing right now. I can invite my PC version, my PC self to it, and we could test that out. We could see if that happens. I'm kind of curious to do. I want to do it anyway because I think that's important to see if that's. Because if that's happening, then that is a major issue if you want to play online with other people, and anyone plans on using Hatchet. That is a major problem. So, which I'm sure they'll patch it. I'm sure they'll fix it. But, how soon will they fix it? And then there's always the frustration of, it shouldn't have been there to start. But, okay. Enough rambling. Let's get back to this for now. Explosive Blitz, so we can stun people when we walk into this room. And then I'm going to 1-2 punch something. That sounds like fun. Plus wind up's still active, so this will actually be really good. Or I can just do this. No, just do 1-2 punch. Alright, and then we need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to get in the door. At least 4 to be able to get to something. Do we have move 4 with... You know what, like I said, it's a short one. Let's do the jump. Move 6 with jump. Perfect. And then, yeah, swift strength. Oh, except, crap. We have to go after Demolitionist, so we're just going to have to go late. Don't know if I like that. Demolitionist being up front like that. Well, everything should be stunned, so it doesn't matter. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Alright. Same thing here. Do we have anything to move us? Probably not. We need to move 4, 5 to get to the door. No. Probably not going to be able to attack with Hatchet this turn. So let's just move up. We might be able to hit something with range 4. So we'll pick follow through just in case. All right. Now let's see what happens. Oh, well, duh, I forgot. I had him go before. It doesn't matter. He wasn't going to be able to hit anything anyway. We'll move there. We'll skip the attack. Can't use it. All right. Now, yeah, this is my favorite. This is like my favorite move ever, pretty much, with Demolitionist. Move into the door. So this is one part, performance-wise with Switch. You notice it takes it a little bit to load up the room. It's still loading the room. It's flickering a little bit. It's loading all the assets. I think it's done now. Okay, which it did that in PC too. It just did it faster, so you didn't really notice it. But when you open a door in a PC, it would kind of freeze for a second because it loads the rooms. It loads all the assets of a room up when you open the door. They're not preloaded. So that's just the nature of the way the game's coded to start with. But now that we've done that, let's see. Yeah, there's more guys in this room. There's quite a few. And I can stun everything within range 3 at the end of my move. So if we add our boots to our movement, let's try to stun the most enemies. Well, these guys are just jumping and looting, so we're safe from them. So the raiders, these are all raiders. These 3 are raiders. It's a little, okay, yeah. They're raiders, the scouts have bows. So if I go here, I can stun all the raiders. Besides that one down there in the corner over here. So yeah, this is a good spot, I think, right here. Oh yeah, nice. Stunning most of them. And then we've got this to use on either one of these guys. So let's just go for this guy. And we still have wind up active. So this is actually attack 4 and attack 3. Let's zoom in so we can see what's going on. That's the other thing. I did notice that you can actually zoom in farther on the PC version. On the Switch version, at least, and probably the other console versions too, you can't zoom in quite as far. Alright, and now we can push him. So we're going to push him. I was hoping I would kill him with that, but my second pull was what? Oh, I already used one charge of wind up, that's why. Okay. That makes sense. Now might be a good time to use this stamina potion. Perfect, actually. Because I'll get knock out the support, get the advantage, then I can use the big one. Nice. Alright. Now these guys cycling through their turns. So, I mean, it does take a while. So there's a lot of enemies, so you can see they're not taking that long to think, though. It's not that bad, because they're not like a bunch of multi-target attacks they're using. They're just moving and looting. The other guys are stunned. So it's not that bad. But, I mean, even on PC, when you had a room full of enemies, it takes a while to cycle through enemy turns sometimes. But, I mean, that's the nature of just... I mean, of any tactics game, you know, you always have to wait a while sometimes for enemies to go. Which is why I recommend speed up those animations in the menu. Definitely do that, or else it takes forever. Alright, so we were going to go ahead and do the move, jump 6, move 6 with jump. Ugh. Alright. And then I need somewhere where I can range 2 pull. So it's probably just going to be right here. Because I'll be able to get this guy and this guy. And that's another thing that I brought up, which I brought this up in the performance review, but I haven't found a way to check line of sight on the console version. On the PC you could hold L and you could hold L on one tile and you could go over to another tile and it would draw a bunch of lines showing if you had line of sight or not. I don't see that in this version. I haven't found a way to do it. So that's it's not that big a deal, but it's also like, it was nice. It was nice because you could make sure you had line of sight before you moved. Alright, so now we're going to pull this guy and this guy. Let's see if the pull works this time. This was the same move last time where it glitched on us. Oh, I got a curse on him, that's great. Oh, he did it again. That really sucks because the whole point of doing this attack was because I had Flame Shroud on to do suffer damage to them. So Swift Strength top is bugged because it won't. My cursor disappears. It may be any multi-target pull. Yeah, this is. That's how you highlight things. Yeah, so it didn't let me do it. And same thing here, not let me do the pull. Yeah, that needs fixed. That needs fixed. That's a big issue. So, yeah. You know, I played with the regular, the normal campaign and using some of the original characters. What I used Brute and Scoundrel. It worked fine. I didn't have any issues. But when I'm playing with the Jaws Lion characters, it looks like we're running into some problems. So, I might have to put another video addressing some of these issues, because, I mean, I love Gloomhaven. It's awesome, and I love the idea of having it on the Switch, and I want to be able to recommend it to people. But I'm not gonna tell you to go out and buy something for $40-50 if it's got these kind of, like, to me, the not being able to use Swift Strength to pull the two enemies to me, that's game breaking. That's build breaking for the Red Guard, and that's a huge problem. And it's something that needs to be fixed before I would be like, yeah, go buy the game. And you know, I'm sorry that I didn't catch that before, but I mean, it did just come out this week, and I'm still testing things out. So, you know, we're finding this out together. So, like I said, I'm sure these are things that they will fix. But the fact that they're there right now, to me, is a problem. It's something that shouldn't have been there to start with. I'm going to push you into your own traps. And use stopping power on the other guy. Alright. Let's see. Knock out the support and the big ones. What am I going to do there? Okay, let's get this. Let's get this show on the road. Are they doing the loot thing again? I think they are. That's nice. Let's see. I could definitely hit. Yeah, let's back up one, so I don't have to have disadvantage on those guys. And then we'll destroy this obstacle to get strengthened. Yeah, see, the obstacle doesn't disappear right. It should be disappearing when that puff of smoke goes up and the animation plays. It's not. But, I mean, that's just, you know, it's the Switch's processing power. It's just not as strong. Now we have advantage on attacking all four of these guys. Hey, we got two of them. Did some damage to the others. Not bad, not bad. Alright, now we're gonna move here. And then skip movement. Push this guy. Should I push him through two traps? Probably, yeah. I think I'll even get him more than one though. Got rid of him with the push. And then we can attack this guy. We'll use advantage. We don't need the favorite here if I use advantage, because we shouldn't. Nope. Nice. Alright, and then red guard. Move him here. I'm going to take out this raider. He's the more dangerous one, I think. Get disadvantage when they attack us. Because I'm going to do 3 attack, and then when I pull him into him, the flame shroud will do 2 damage. We're going to pull a miss, don't do any damage, but still pull him. He suffers 2 damage, so that works. And now these guys, yeah, he's moving and looting, so no big deal there. Attack 1 and disarm. Oh, that's not good. He's going to disarm red guard. Oh, I disarmed him too. Dang it. Dang it. I didn't know he was going to get there. Alright, well, let's see. Do we have any pulls? Because we don't have to... We can still pull for disarmed. As long as it's not an attack, but no. But we do have adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage and loot 1. So that's what we're going to do. That's all we can do. And then we're going to have to... We're going to do a short rest here. So we can stay in the fight. Because I'm going to move up and use a double throw. Take a couple of these guys out. Hopefully. Won't have my advantage this time, so that's alright though. Well, he might as well long rest because he's disarmed anyway. Hopefully he survives. Alright, can't attack since I'm disarmed, but there's 3 enemies all around me, and I can make them all suffer 1 damage at least. Okay, well, yeah, skip the loot because there's nothing to loot. Skip the attack because I can't attack, I'm disarmed. Alright, then hatchet. Move in, finish some guys off. Hopefully. Skip movement. Okay. Lost control, lost my button there for a second. Okay, let's go for these 2 guys. And let's use a favorite on this guy. There we go. Come on. Got 1. Got 2. Nice. Gotta love the favorite. That's awesome. The extra 3 attack with it's just very powerful. Alright. We about got this. So, to recap, we had what? We had Swift Strength isn't working correctly, so that is a major issue. It's not letting us pull after we attack them. Dang. And then what was that? The only that's the main thing that's shown up so far today on this session. We did talk about how playing online the hatchet might be bugged, and we need to look at that. Let's see. We'll get rid of explode. And do a long rest here. No. Do a short rest. So we can use... We'll go ahead and do this. We'll just tank this round, and then because we're going to heal ourselves, we need to do that. All right, and favorite's over there. I can't pick it up this turn, so center mass to get something. Then move 2 will get us back to our favorite. And finally, I want to knock out the support and crushing weight again if I can. Is there anything where I can do it? Yeah, there is. 1, 2 right there, and on this guy. Or I've got my boots, so actually I can go all the way to this guy, which is probably what I'll do. Alright, let's do it. Healing. Alright, let's heal ourselves here, Red Guard. Well, since they're healing, and there's no point in using the shield card. So let's just move somewhere where we'll be able to hit them both next turn. Okay. So, you know, overall, performance-wise, it's not... I don't know. In single player, I haven't had any major issues as far as it being too slow or, like, frustratingly slow or anything. It works. It's fine on Switch, but, you know, it doesn't perform like it would on PC or maybe on one of the other consoles with more power. But, you know, the portability of it is awesome. Right now, I'm more worried about these couple bugs that we've talked about that are some major issues that need to be fixed. And like I said, I'm hoping that's something they patch out really soon. But we'll see. We'll see. And as far as crossplay goes, because some people have asked about crossplay, I did test that out the other day. I did invite my Switch profile to a game on my PC with my PC profile, and it worked fine. I didn't have any issues. It is kind of funny though, actually seeing the Switch version, because I have like my TV for the Switch is right here above me, and then my PC monitor right here in front of me. So you can just compare them like side by side, like holy crap, like the lighting difference. I wouldn't even say the graphics necessarily, because it's not necessarily the graphics, it's the lighting. You can't get the same lighting effects on the Switch that you can on the PC, and you can definitely tell when they're side by side. So like I've said, you know, for anybody, like if you're like, oh hey, I'm looking at getting Gloomhaven Digital, and you have a PC that can run it, and you're going to just play it mostly sitting at home, not, you know, out and about, or you don't want to lay in your bed and play it with your Switch or something, get it on the PC. It's actually on sale right now, I believe. It's still on sale. It was on sale on Steam, the PC version, probably because of the console release, you know. It did update too. When I used my PC version, it did update, because they probably did an update for crossplay and stuff with the consoles. But I'm wondering if some of these glitches that we've seen in the console might be in PC version now, because it might be something they screwed up when they were updating it. So that'd be interesting to test out. But let's finish this. I should be able to hit both these guys. I can hit them with twirling stabs. And then I can make them suffer 1 damage. I should have my favorite back, so I can use the favorite to do something there, and let's see. Can I do anything with that? We can stun him and then 1-2 punch him. Yep. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do it on this guy. Let's use the favorite. Go for it. Nice, got a good straight 6 on him. And then, hey, since we got the bottom of this, why not? Move 2, suffer 1. Move 1, suffer 2. Let's do it let's go this way with it. Because I can't get him all the way, and 1-2 punch will probably take him out anyway, so. Move here, and then this guy can suffer 1 damage. And then we'll move here, and can suffer 2 more damage. And then we're not going to move anymore. Nice. Suffer damage is always nice. Of course, that was a burn, but we're about done here, so. Okay, now we can hit these 2 guys. Hold a miss, dang it. Got the 1 though. Hey, we'll get his check mark though, because we need to collect loot while adjacent to an enemy. Nice. Because they'll suffer 1 damage, and then we'll loot that pile from the other guy. Perfect. That worked out. I don't remember what the other check marks were. What was yours? No one be exhausted. That's fine. And you needed experience. Ooh, 3 more. I don't know if I'm going to get there or not. If I had fire, this would give me experience, but I don't. Well, that one will, though, if I don't kill him first. But let's go ahead and do the stun. Oh yeah, I'm still strengthened, so I'll probably kill him with the first hit here. Yeah. So I don't get the experience point, because you have to get both his attacks on the same guy. Don't think Demolitionist is going to get his experience points, but it was close. Aha, missed me. Oh, just these 2, because that's all we got left, and... well, let's long rest him, and we're going to short rest here because we're going to try and get this experience points. He's not adjacent to a wall, so that's fine. I get experience for knock out the support, but I'm not close enough to... Wind up gives me an experience point. Okay, I might be able to plan this out. Alright. Let's just use something like this to move, and then we're going to use wind up. Okay, oops. No, don't cancel it. Just want to end selection. Alright. Oh, he's healing. Well. Oh well. Mobilize him. No, it's going to give me a shield, which I don't need. But... okay. Whew, I'm getting tired. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna try and milk this and get his experience points for his check mark here. I think we can get it for his perk point. Maybe. He's gonna heal anyway. So yeah, here you see it kind of being a little, like, jumpy. And that's just how it is on the Switch right now. But like I said, for me, that doesn't bother me that much. Because the gameplay is also... what bothers me is when the gameplay doesn't work like it's supposed to. Like we mentioned, that couple bugs we came across. That's a problem. And there's things that weren't there in the PC version. But I mean, the PC version's had a lot of updates. It's been out for a long time. They've had time to fix it. The console versions just came out. So, you know, this may end up being a case of give it a month or 2 before you get it on Switch. Just make sure those issues are gone. Which I hate to say that, because I want to tell you, like, get it right now, because that's what I've been telling people. But doing some testing this week and doing this testing now, I'm starting to find some things like, okay, hold on. You know, maybe there's some issues. I mean, I'm still going to play it. I mean, my wife and I'll probably keep playing from time to time on the Switch. But, long rest? Okay. Let's see. Let's get this. Do I have my favorite right now? No, it's over there. Don't really need it. Okay, this will get us, actually, this will get us the last 2 experience points for Demolitionist if this works out. Because I can move here and destroy that. Get my strengthen. And then we'll hit this guy with both attacks. Get the other experience point. I'm not going to worry about pushing him. There's no point. Skip the push. And that should be it. Demolitionist should have. It doesn't update, and it always does with PC too. Or on the right side of the screen where it has it, it does not update until the end of the round. So that's why it's not showing it yet, but it should after this. We'll go ahead and use our advantage. We might as well. I'm not gonna go back and get the favorite at this point. Yeah, because this guy's gonna be done. I should have went and got money though. Whoops. Okay, what's he doing? Pushing. He's attacking. And he's gonna be done. Okay, there. So it's taking a second. That was, see that? Yeah, that's the case where it targeted more than one because it was pushing all adjacent enemies, and it like took it a second to think. And that's just a weird little thing that it did it on PC, like I said, but it's more pronounced in the Switch because the Switch is lower processing power. Let's see. 20 stabs, that's fine. Let's finish this guy off. Shield of Desert. Sure. No. Blinding Sickle. Oh. Shield of Desert to go early. Blinding Sickle. Long Rest because we're trying not to get exhausted there. Long Rest because I think Redguard's got this. Oops. No. Keep doing that. Alright. Let me select the right thing. See, every once in a while I get a little... Just still getting used to the console controls a little bit, but... There we go. Got him. Might as well do this for the experience points. Or I should get money. I should probably get money. Alright. Got the money, and now we just gotta end everybody else's turn. Long rest. Burn something. And then, yeah, so let's see there. Now it's showing you got the 13 experience. So, nice. I forgot, Demolitionists actually can get experience pretty easy. I forgot about that. And I should have, they were resting, so they couldn't have moved. So, it's fine. Hey. Why didn't... Collect 1 or more money tokens by performing a loot action while you are adjacent to 1 or more monsters. Redguard should have got his, because I did do that. Interesting. Possibly another weird bug. I'm pretty sure I should have got that one. Anyway. Alright. So I'm not going to do a whole nother scenario now, but I think I do want to try something.
You wipe the blood of the last, but then
we're gonna try and do. I'm gonna.
Treasure would be nice.
Have myself my PC version. If it loads up, join this game, and we're gonna see what happens when I use the favorite. It's gotta load up. So we got 3 vermlings of our 1 retirement goal there. Okay. I don't really have enough money to buy anything, so that's fine. Okay. So first things first, well, I can get into the mission and then invite myself. We'll do that, save some time, because this is still getting started on the PC here. Oh, should we help him gather his books? Have you know, I have the ear of Councilman Greymare. We'd be quite interested to hear the outrageous prices you're charging for routine tailoring. Primitive, you thick-skulled barbarian. Short bearded man continues shouting as he walks out of a tailor in the mixed district. I'll hem my own clothes. It certainly can't be that difficult if you've made a business of it. With that, he turns and promptly trips over his robes, dashing the leather-bound books he was carrying all over the cobblestone street. At least one of them looks interesting. Help him gather his books, or grab the most interesting volume in the confusion. We are going to be bad. We're going to grab the most interesting volume. Wait, no. No. If I remember right, it's nothing. It's not important. We're going to do it anyway. Yep, it was nothing. He snatched an elegant book bound in dark leather and turned to a random page. In the darkness of his cave, insane and broken, the harbingers of the upheaval, a great army of demons had succeeded in bringing a once powerful and glorious civilization to its complete and utter end. Must be some fantasy novel. You drop it in an alley and move on.
You can't shake the uneasy feeling that those vermlings were too close to the city walls and decide to
There we go. Finally got my PC one starting up. Which just something weird might happen with the audio.
The sun is very low,
yeah, here we're gonna mute.
That isn't just a shadow.
Okay, I'm gonna mute the desktop audio so you don't hear the game twice. Never use a potion. Allow none of your allies to become exhausted. Yes. Kill one with disadvantage, maybe. Your health in this series equal to your maximum. Apply a negative condition while you have a negative condition. I don't know. These are all like ones I had to think about too much. Your health at the end of the scenario is equal to maximum. Sure, we'll try it. But the point of this one is for the multiplayer anyway, so let's test this out. Okay, hold on.
You crouch low and try to sneak closer.
Oh.
But they must have guards watching the entrance. There
Okay.
is a shrill shrieking, and then a number of jump from the dark.
My mouse is not wanting to work for me for a second here for some reason, so we'll use the controller in the PC to do this. So you're gonna watch me fiddle with multiple controllers here. Okay. So, in case you're wondering, here's how multiplayer works. Go in, host a session, and this should be, it'll be the same for whether you're on console or PC or whatever. Although I do want to make sure I can't change it in-game. I hope I think I had crossplay enabled still. We'll see. Okay. So I'm just gonna put the why is it? No, stop. Yeah, they changed the controller, so the PC version of the controller changes happened too. Oh, hey, look at that. Interesting. I had just hit enter to start joining on the PC, and then it did that. I'm not sure if it's related. Never had that happen before. Hey, that's what this stream was about, right? We're testing this out. We're seeing how this works. Yeah, so now we gotta wait for this to load back up. And I'll have to put a different invite code in it. I am having just technical glitches, guys. It is weird because my mouse does not want to work in the game for some reason. Like, I can get it to work everywhere else, but I didn't have this problem the other day. So, we'll see. I'm thinking maybe when they did the updates for crossplay and for consoles and everything that they might have messed up a few lines of code, and now some of this stuff's being a little glitchy, which is interesting. Very interesting. Well, now that I'm back on the main screen, let's make sure, yes, crossplay is enabled. Okay. Campaign continue. And then we'll get this get this going again. Bear with me, we'll get there. You know what, maybe if I move YouTube over here. Was that why it was giving me issues? No. Weird.
You crouch low and try to sneak closer, but they must have guards watching the entrance.
The narration started before the loaded in.
Jump from the dark.
Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, I am not friends with myself, so I can't invite myself that way. E-N-Q-B-Y. Okay. It's connecting. There it goes. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. I have joined myself. Alright, so myself, my alternate self, shall have control of Hatchet. Okay, so now this is me a little clunky. But you know, hey, now that I have these both here, let's just do something real quick. Just so you can see. Just so you can see the difference. I gotta get my. All right, let's just see. So, okay. Here's the PC version. Oop. I'm trying to mess with stuff here. There you go. Are you seeing? Yeah, you're seeing the PC version there. There's the PC version. Actually, no, you're not seeing it yet. Now you are. Wait for it. There we go. Yeah. Now you're seeing. So the PC version, it's got more of the ambient effects. It's got the color. So you notice like the background is like the green clouds and stuff because I'm in like green area. Where on the Switch it's just black. So you can definitely see the difference in the lighting effects. I'm zoomed at a fairly. There we go. That's about the same level it was on the Switch version. Which on one hand it's kind of cleaner on the Switch because it doesn't have those ambient effects, but on the other hand, it's not as vibrant looking. So anyway, just since we had them both up, I figured I'd show you that. But let's get back to what we're testing out here. Which I may have to do that again because to do this Hatchet test. So we're going to spend a turn first. We're going to activate Flame Shield. We're going to do... No, we're going to do... Actually, yeah, we'll just do the bottom of Flaming Sickle there, but we're going to move Redguard up to the front. Okay, and then we're going to go to... Oh, no, forgot. Hatchet is controlled on the PC. So, Heads up, yes, the controls have changed. The PC controls are now the same as console. PC controls with a controller are now the same as the console controls. They did that is one of the things that happened in the update. Which means that some of these issues might be on both now. The favorite, just something with movement. I don't really care. We're just testing this. This is what we're doing. Okay, and then I got the sport and crushing weight, because that's what we always do. Okay. Now let's see what happens when we use the favorite, which won't be this turn, it'll have to be next turn. So we'll get Flame Shroud going. And then we'll just make these guys suffer damage and we'll loot that gold right off the bat. Okay, and then for Hatchet, once we end the turn there, we're going to activate the favorite. Now, one thing I noticed is that there's not a lot of latency between PC and my console. Like, when I take an action on PC here, it's like within half a second it's happening on the console. Now, granted, both of these are on the same Wi-Fi, but they still have to link up to a server somewhere. So, on that regard, it's actually pretty good. There's not a lot of latency or slow down the connection in that regard, at least. Okay, and then we're gonna get this guy, probably take him out. Not quite. No damage there. Only 2 there. Get through these guys' turns so we can test this. Test this out, see what happens. You know, I hope it doesn't work. I hope it proves us wrong, but we'll see. Alright, here we go. Alright, do something with Hatchet. Okay, I got Hatchet selected. Now we'll select everybody else. Okay, Hatchet's going first, I think. Yep. So we're going to see what happens when we use the favorite. Okay, so I'm going to attack with Hatchet. This guy right here. Right here. Okay, let's see. Well, yeah, it wouldn't show it it wouldn't show it yet. Or no, it should. It should be showing that I'm using my favorite on the Switch. It's not showing it yet. Okay. You ready? Ready? Alright. Okay. Here's PC, where I'm controlling Hatchet on PC. That enemy is dead because I used the favorite. But if we look on the Switch, it's still alive with 1 health because the favorite wasn't used, according to what the Switch thinks. So there you have it. The favorite is bugged, for sure. Guaranteed, it is bugged. And now I'm curious. I'm going to end my turn. Well, yeah, I'm just going to skip that. I don't care. Let's end the turn. and see if something glitches out when I have Demolitionist here try to attack this guy that's dead on the other screen. Not okay so far. No, it didn't glitch out on me. You know what I should... No. I should have kept the guy... No, I can't do that. I'm trying to think, have someone move there. It's on PC and see what would happen. But... No. I don't even need to use the fire. It's fine. Just... Okay. Anyway, that's as far as I'm probably going to go with that, but as you just saw, yes, the favorite is definitely bugged. Definitely bugged. Because on connecting myself with the PC there, on the PC, I used Hatchet, used the favorite, and the enemy died, but on the Switch version, it wasn't showing that happened at all. So for some reason, that communication is not happening between the two platforms. I don't know if it's an error on the server side or if it's an error on one platform or the other, but that's definitely an issue. So, you know, right now, yeah, if you've watched this or are watching this, determine whether to get the Switch version. I would not recommend it at this time, unfortunately. I hate to say that, but these are some things that need fixed. Now, granted, like I said, they just did an update to the PC version, all the versions together, and this could just be an issue no matter what, which wasn't an issue before. So, if that's the case, like I said, I'm sure it's going to be updated and fixed soon, but it may be a case with all versions, for all we know. The only other thing I can do is go back and test this in the opposite, have me do it on Switch and see if the PC doesn't pick it up. But yeah, we're gonna have to make sure these things get fixed. So I'll probably put another little addendum video out next week, talking about a couple of these issues and what's going on with the Switch version. So, but hey, thank you all for stopping by tonight and watching this episode, this preview and review, performance review live of the Switch version. And hey, next week, I'm not sure if we want to keep doing the Gloomhaven stream or something else. If we do, I'll probably jump back over to the PC playthrough that I was doing, and we'll keep doing that. But we'll see how it goes. But again, thanks everyone for watching, for stopping by tonight. You've been great. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.